Hi guys, welcome to Profound Connections with Tapa. It's been a minute. We've postponed this thing for the longest time ever, but we're finally here. I'm super excited to share this journey, for us to work together, for us to create memories and stories together. I'm super excited about this. How are we going to be doing this? We're going to have different topics, and then we're going to have subtopics under them. So just to give ourselves some type of sequence, and structure. So our first topic is self-love. Why did I choose self-love? It's a very important thing to have as a person, because without it, I feel like your life is not aligned. If you don't know yourself really, if you don't know what you want to do, if you such things. So that's why I think it is very important. And for me, self-love is basically loving yourself. It is being kind to yourself. It's creating those boundaries. My journey started when I was very young, because I was the only child. So most of the times I used to spend my time alone. I would I was those kids who a whole week you're in the bedroom alone. The only time you get out of the bedroom is when you're going to eat or when you're going to shower. So I had a lot of time to spend alone. I had a lot of time to meditate. I think I had periods in my life where I used to talk to myself. It's not psycho, it's very healthy. So and through that I got to learn different sides to me, that even when I grew up and now I'm of age, I understand myself more, because I can look back and say I moved from this place to this place to this place, and now I have more knowledge of who I am, and I can stand up to someone and say, oh, this is who Tapa is. So I grew up in a Christian home, so that means I was introduced to God, I was introduced to church and all these things from a very young age. And I grasped it. That was the place I hung on to, because for me, my encounter with self-love came from God, came from Christ, because He was the only person I would talk to, because I remember when I was young, my guardian used to tell me, I take a book and then I write something like, "Dear God, this has been my day. Then thank you, God." Something of the sort. So I got to have an idea of the best person I can talk to at whatever time, at whatever point of my life is God. So slowly by slowly, I unearthed another sense of spirituality that when I was young, I really never used to understand what was going on, but it was there. And now when I'm grown, I understand, now I have my own spiritual work, which is okay, because I had a good base. So for me, it was Christ. He was my everything at that point. He was my father, he was my friend, he was my, can I say, my gossip buddy? Because if I could get something, I'd be like, oh, by the way, Christ, imagine, something of the sort. So that was where I really found my strong, he was like my strong rock, the person I would hide to if I'm crying, if I'm depressed, if I'm happy, if I'm whatever emotion, that would be the place I would run to. And this has been it for me for the longest time, longest time. Even after I got friends, after I got, my community, my close-knit people, He's still the one, because I started it off from a very young age. So what I decided to do is, first of all, fix the friendships that got broken along the way, and that made me, it was a very tough point for me, because now I needed to sit down, look into myself and more deeper and be like, hey, okay, fine, what don't I like? At this point, what don't I like? Why was I running away in the first place? So I started a journey of healing, a journey of understanding who Tapa is as a person, as this grown person now, who Tapa loves having around. What type of topic discussions does Tapa want to have? Such kind of things. And so it really helped me for the longest time, because I remember after that, I joined uni, and life turned around for me, because at least now I got friends. Even after high school, I acquired friends. In uni, I got friends, and I got to realize, oh, now I can form boundaries. I can have this type of friends who are close to me. I can have this type of friends who probably I go to school with and whatnot, and I can have these neat friends of mine who I want to explore my life with. Season after season, they have been there. So that was a good point for me to now stop running away, and now wanting every single day and purposefully, intentionally knowing myself, growing my walk with God. Remember, in the past, I used to be so close with God, so now it became even more intense, because now I was more aware of who I am. I was more aware of my outside and my inside, and so this went on for a long time. Loving yourself, like your physical self, that was a really, really hard place for me. Yes, I knew. Everyone used to tell me, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're cute, all these things. But did I feel it? No. Did I want to be told? No. So it took so much time for me to get there and even look at myself in the mirror and say, nyewe umeumbwa kuumbika. So yeah, and I feel like if you're that self-aware and tell yourself every day, like I remember I have a friend, I was going through a very hard time in my life, and they called me up and they were like, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you're beautiful, you can do it, all those things. Tell yourself, because I was reading somebody saying that speak to yourself the things you want to see, so tell yourself those things. I am beautiful, I am clever, I am rich, all those things. And to some extent it works, because I feel like what you sell out to the universe, it gives you back. What you ask of God, He gives you. So slowly by slowly, I got to build my confidence, and now no one can touch this. But at least I can listen to people. I can have a good conversation with people, a good grown conversation with people. So what I'd urge you is just basically just get to know who you are. Get to know what your purpose in life is. Got to know what do you want to do. What are you good at? Some things, they take time. People get off school, you take breaks, you do what you explore and whatnot, but finally you get there. You get to know what exactly you've been brought into this world to do, and I feel like that's the toppest notch of being self-aware, because in each and every day of your life, you live purposefully. You're giving out from a full cup, which is very, very important. So know who you are, and know who you are as a person. Know your heart. Know when you're sad. What do you want when you're sad? Know when you're happy. How do you express yourself when you're happy? All these things really matter, because by the end of it all, no man is an island. You need everyone else in your life. You need to interact with people. You just gotta do what you gotta do. It's called adulting. It's called life. It's called being a human being. You just need to put yourself out there, but at the same time, cover yourself. Be your own coverage first of all, before anyone else becoming your own coverage. Yeah. And that's it for today's episode. I'm excited. I hope you are. I hope I've encouraged someone. And I mean, if you agree, if you don't disagree, let's interact in the comment section below. And I promise, honestly, I do promise with my heart that I'll be consistent with this thing, that we'll be here, we'll share this time together, and we'll build a big community together, right? So remember to share, like, subscribe, and follow me on my social media platforms. That is on Instagram, Tapa Music, on Facebook, that's Becca Tapa Girl Duki. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Yeah? Yeah.